Hello Captains, this is Kent again and welcome to the flight show. So as you can tell from the airline, we are continuing our regional series in Africa. This will be a Kenya Airways flight and we will be flying, let's see here, we're going to be flying from Jomo Kenyatta, Nairobi in Kenya, and we'll be flying down to King Shaka International Airport in Durban, South Africa. So let's just get in here and get started. And we will be assisted on this flight by the newly released FSCrew that is for the 787. So this should be interesting. Now I'm getting a discussion here that I need to load the flight plan in prepared, not prepared rather, but in active sky because we will be using real world weather. There we go. Map and track aircraft. There we go. Alright, so we can go ahead and do the darn thing. So as you can see, I have our window up here and we will get started. Alright, 35 minutes until we should be out. So it is my responsibility as I go through our checklists. It's my responsibility to make contact power. So here's a battery, which is already connected to the and we hit the nav lights to let them know someone is in the cockpit, and we need to be going through our flows. So the first officer actually has a pretty hefty amount of responsibilities to handle while this is going on. So, at the end of that, the first officer should check his feet. So in the meantime, okay. So we can load our flight plan, and our flight plan is going to be HK. No, that's not flight plan that I just did there. Go back. Flight plan. Here we go. And we should be looking for HKJK. And the first waypoint of that should be Intl. So we're going to position for that. So our reserve, we're going to have 5,000.
Okay, Captain, my pre-flight procedure is complete. There are no status messages to effect. All quantities are normal. The APU is off, and we are on forward ground external power. Cabin and flight deck temperatures are normal. The lower recirc fan is on, and the parking brake is set to park.
Right. Pre-flight checklist. Thank you. Alright, so he's going through his pre-flight flow. So you can start the first bit of the FSCrew for the 787. Pre-flight is complete. So now we can take a look over here. Dispatch. Now our fuel, let's see. On board, we will be releasing 55,073. So let's proceed to
oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Flight instruments.
Heading 56 altimeters. Heading 56 altimeters 3021. Heading 056 altimeter 299. Try again. Heading 056 altimeter 30217. Set and check.
Heading 056 altimeter 3021. Pre-flight checklist complete.
Alright, so now we'll go through a few more things. We could request more. And if it takes too long, we'll bring it back a little bit. So let's just go ahead and do that in. You know, get the full appreciation. Since the jetways don't work at this particular airport, they're going to be bringing in staircases. So Okay, GSX wants me to close the doors, so is this cargo bay open? Yep, it is. There we go.
Delivery, good evening. It's Kenya 3652. Kenya 3652 is at the gate with the numbers. Requesting clearance. Okay, clear to our destination is filed. Squawk is as assigned. Kenya 3652.
Alright, so we got that. Okay, so before starting procedure.
Check. I'm ready for the checklist.
Are you ready for the brief?
Go ahead.
Have you had a chance to check through the data in the CDU?
Yes, I checked it over.
Fantastic. Alright, there are no threats today. We are VFR after takeoff, so we can return visually if need be. There are no NOTAMs that affect the departure, and the aircraft has no defects. We'll use standard company calls and procedures, with a full power takeoff planned. Pushback and taxi as per ATC. Read the attached departure script. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, that completes the brief.
Passenger signs on MCP. Captain, what do you want to do with the APU?
Hey guys, all parks are on board. Are we clear to close?
As you look at these
Yes.
fleet space,
Thanks.
smaller
Let me know
items
if you need
are
anything.
displayed in front of you to provide more space in the overspin for larger luggage. If you need assistance, please contact one of our flight attendants. If you are unable to stow your items, please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. We also request that you review the safety card in your seat pocket. If you're seating in an exit seat, also review the exit seat criteria. Thank you.
Select APU on. Select APU on.
Starting APU. takeoff speeds. Pre-flight. Taxi and takeoff briefing. V4 start checklist complete.
Excellent.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your person speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for the following safety instructions. We will now demonstrate how to fasten, tighten and unfasten your seatbelt. This aircraft has clearly marked emergency exits. All exits are equipped with slides. Floor level lighting will guide you to the marked exits. In the event of decompression, oxygen mask will be released from the panel above you. Pulling the mask down will start the oxygen flow. Place it firmly over your mouth and nose and secure the elastic strap over your head. Then assist others. Oxygen masks are also provided in lavatories. For your own safety, passengers are not allowed to congregate in groups around the lavatories. When instructed to do so, please take the life vest, which is under your seat.
Ground to flight
Place
deck.
the life vest over your head. Place the strap around your body. Attach the end into the buckle in
Communication
front
check please
and
and
pull the
confirm
strap
that the
tight.
brakes are set.
Pull the red handles to inflate the life vest only after leaving the aircraft through the emergency exits.
Communications
The
are
life
good
vest has
and the
two
brakes are
valves to
set.
inflate or release air pressure.
Go ahead,
The
cockpit.
signal lamp lights up on contact with water. At this time, please
Communications
take
are
a
good
view at
and
the
the
safety
brakes are
card in front of you. Here you find further important information.
Thanks.
Furthermore, you have to comply with ordnance signs and crew member instructions. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or the lavatories.
Contact the ground.
Cabin lights will now be turned off
Go ahead,
for
cockpit.
takeoff. If you need a reading light, you will find it in the panel above your head. Thanks for your attention.
Roger. Facing north. The pin is inserted. Release brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay, commencing pushback.
Sorry to piss you off, GSX, but we're using ultimate ground crew for pushback. This is like my second time flying this with FSCrew, so bear with me. FSCrew for this plane.
You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
Thanks. Starting left hand.
Check.
Go ahead, cockpit.
Now, as I understand it, with the 787 has the ability to start both engines simultaneously. But call me a traditionalist. I just wait for the first one to kick in.
Go ahead, flight deck.
I wasn't talking to you. Alright. Starting engine. Starting right engine.
Check.
And while I'm at it, I'm going to export these displays to my screen.
Go ahead, cockpit.
Nothing.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Brake
Go ahead, cockpit.
Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear. We will see you on the right-hand side with the pin. Roger, have a nice flight. Go ahead, cockpit.
Full left rudder.
Go ahead, flight deck.
Center.
Check.
Full right rudder. Center.
Check.
Forward taxi checklist.
Anti-ice, auto, recall, checked, flight controls.
Check.
Ground equipment,
Clear.
P4 taxi checklist complete.
Request taxi clearance.
Ground,
Kenya.
3652, request taxi. Clear to taxi.
Kenya.
3652,
Taxi internal flights on.
check.
Clear left.
Clear right. Preferably. All right. Now we're going to just say that ATC has given us runway clearance. Before takeoff checklist. P4 takeoff checklist complete.
Runway entry procedure.
Check.
Request takeoff clearance.
Tower.
Kenya.
3652, ready for departure. Cleared for takeoff.
Kenya.
3652.
I know I should have waited at the whole line. My bad. This is a little different because you're asking for clearance, but I don't know, when you have a runway where you have to go taxi to the end of the runway before you can even take off, do you request permission to enter the runway, and then when you're in position to take off you request takeoff, or do you ask permission to take off
Tower.
before you enter the runway?
3652, ready for departure.
You know he just heard me, right?
Cleared for takeoff.
Kenya.
3652, check.
Someone out there with the familiarity of that procedure, please feel free to leave it in the comments, because honestly I don't know. I'd be very curious on how you handle that. Do you request clearance to enter the runway so that you can come down here and get in position? When you turn around you're requesting clearance for takeoff? Or, you know, or do they just say, okay, it'll tell you to take position and you just wait until they give you permission to take off? It seems to me it would be the latter, but then how do you handle those requests? You know what I mean? Alright. Okay, so we're at the end of the runway, so we're gonna slow it down here, and then we're gonna turn it around. So it seems here they do not have a little yellow line telling you kind of where to follow, but we have tire marks, so we'll just follow them. And the runway lights have come on. Alright. Takeoff. Takeoff.
Stabilized. Thrust set. Knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Say goodbye, Kenya. Oh wow, atmospheric
Check.
Conditions. Following my flight director that's on my external screen to give you these visuals. Now what I'm amazed by is they did not release FS packages for Prepared 5 yet, but these atmospheric conditions I guess is with the new model? I don't know. This is a surprise for me. Or they work out a deal where it was just, you know, inherently installed in it? I don't know. Amazing. Flaps 5. Oh, we are at flaps 5. Flaps 1. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Alright, we crossed 10,000 feet. So turn off the landing lights. I'm still flying it. What fun would there be in putting on autopilot all the time? Sometimes you just want to fly the aircraft. I know I'm quiet, but I'm actually really focusing on following the flight director, and that's why. Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Arm autopilot.
Off the takeoff checklist complete. Check.
I didn't even know if that was a command. I just threw it out there. Okay, so I want to check our navs real fast. So we should be going to APOM, and we should be... Oh, my mistake. Our restriction would state that we should be below. Ooh, broke the law. Alright, we'll be more mindful of that later. Alright, so we are passing APOM though. And what's next should be Etmov, of which it is, so we're good. Check out the afternoon sky. Clear our caution. So for those of you who wanted to get an idea of what Africa looks like, there you have it. As we depart Kenya. Okay, so all we're going to have to do is climb here, so I will bring you back after, we're well after top of climb. Okay, real quick, I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's Kilimanjaro in the background. Just had to, you know, stop, point that out. I think it is. Kilimanjaro is in Kenya, right? Or is that Zimbabwe? Victoria Falls are in Zimbabwe. I think this is Kilimanjaro. I think I'm going to Google it and check. Okay, no, it is not in Kenya. It is in Tanzania. I tell ya, Google, Alexa, Siri, They're a wonderful thing. Keep you from looking bad for too long. Alright, so... That's a guy, Alexa. She's talking to me. No. She wanted to know if I wanted to play Wonderful Thing by Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. So cute. Alright, we are almost at top of climb. Having a beautiful sunset while we cruising. And God rays. Love it. So really, you have nothing to do but sit back and enjoy this flight. Bring you back a little bit later. I don't know exactly where I'm flying, but I thought I would just point out that's a city that we're flying over, and that is Chris Bell's Black Marble. It's giving that illusion, that, illuminating the cityscape. Just kind of like, wow. Still some micro stutters. Gotta work on that. It's this one I get the external view, but it has that kind of like weighted camera. For whatever reason, it kicks in there. But this, I'll have to work on that. But it's still a beautiful thing. Okay, we're about 20 miles out from top of descent, so it's about time we prepare the aircraft. Set flight level 3000. Let's see. Did I put mute on? No, it's not on, so it should understand me, but maybe the way I have to phrase it now is different. Because, as I said, some of these dialogues seem to have changed. Make flight level 30. Set flight level 30. None of the above seem to be working. Let's see. No, that's right. Set flight level 30. So we are not getting anything, and my microphone is active, and I'm not on mute. Set flight level 30. Okay, so nothing left. Nothing as of yet. Make flight level 30. Alright, so we won't worry about that just yet. Maybe I'm just not saying it right. Let's see.
Let's run through a brief for the arrival. Aircraft technical status is good, with nothing to preclude doing a normal Cat 2 or 3 approach. With that in mind, the weather is fine all around, and there is no reason why we cannot commit to final reserve if need be. There are no NOTAMs to affect, so the big picture is good. Threats for today? None. MSA for the stars is as published. Waypoints, vertical restrictions, and the minima are as indicated on the chart. The misapproach is confirmed and available in LNAV if required. In the event of a misapproach, I will call go around flaps 20, you will call positive rate, and I will ask for gear up. We will retract the flaps on schedule. The approach will be flap 30. Plan on using full reverse with the auto brake off. We will vacate the runway and taxi in as assigned by ATC. Engine cooldown times are 5 minutes, so we need to start the clock as we vacate the runway. Lastly, prior to leaving the aircraft, we need to run the secure procedure. Any questions?
No questions.
And that completes the brief.
Set flight level 20. I was just giving it one more shot. Okay, well, that being said, descent checklist. Descent.
Recall.
Let's see. Check. Checked. Checked.
Notes. Auto brake.
Notes. No notes. No notes. No notes. Checked. Checked. Just having a bit of a time here in me. Let's start again. Alright, we've started descent. That's fine. Let's see. What's the phrase for starting over? Cancel last command. Descent checklist. So I'm not having that, a good time with this just yet. Just looking to see if I wanted to... Let's start again. No? Set and check. Set and checked. Level 3. So, I'm not entirely sure. I know what I'm going to do. Hold on. Let's go back up, and then I'm going to come back. Descent checklist. Descent checklist.
Recall.
Checked.
Notes.
Checked.
Auto brake.
Level 2. Level 2. Level 2. Level 2. Level 2. Set and check.
Landing data. Check.
VREF 132. VREF 30 132. Minima 200 feet.
VREF 30 132. Radio minima 200 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
It's a little different than you're accustomed to. But we got that going. And we seem to be on the correct descent rate. Now, as you can see, there ain't jack to see out there but a beautiful star field, because we are coming in at night. Let's see. We'll say, let's see, phase passing flight level 300 and flight level 200 and flight level 10-0. Seatbelt signs on. Alright. So we'll have something to say at 30,000 feet, which is coming up very soon. Oh yeah, everything is selected. We have this. So everything should be fine. Alright, 132, so legs. That should be 132. Alright, we seem to be okay. Let's get a good look at what's going on here. We don't need this loop. So let's go to our nabs and Leon 1, Leon 2. Let's see what's going on here. And so I see that we got that. We're just gonna go to Leon 1-4. Yep. Execute. It's a little odd what just happened here. Because on the screen I should be seeing that connection. It's like that whole thing just disappeared. Okay. I'll tell you what we're going to do just to make sure. We had coming in on, let me just review. It was Intima. No, alright, so I'm not entirely sure what happened. We'll get this corrected. Let's see, Intima. Yeah, it was this. Yep. And we're coming in for runway. No, we were coming in on 6. Get rid of that.
Check the max gear speed.
Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be arriving at our destination shortly. We will be coming through the cabin again in order to pick up any remaining clouds.
Alright, so we're a little high, so we're going to just say that ATC gave us some room for spacing.
Preparation for landing, Victoria, and like any of the parts unheated further. Please switch off all electronic devices and service via hand luggage. Please be careful while opening the overhead hatchback to your luggage may have shift during flight.
Yep.
Please check that your seatbelt securely fastened to bring the factors of seats and zips and reposition.
In fact, we can
The connecting flight. Please
fix
contact
this
our
by
ground staff
saying,
or take a look at the information screen inside the terminal building.
I see that, so above this I'm going to put Intl, ITMIL, Alright, I think we've caught up with our descent rate, so that, yeah, we're good. Now we'll keep coming around. Now place. Alright. Transition, set altimeter 3024.
3024, set.
Approach, I'm sorry. Transition, set altimeter 3024.
3024, set.
Great. Seatbelt signs on. 3024 set. Approach checklist.
Altimeters.
3024 set.
3024, set. Approach checklist complete.
This is like crazy. What are these waypoints? Alright, so it's a little weird. I put in the right SID, but this is not. We got here, we're coming in on ILS 24. Let's just do that. Okay, and what we'll do, we're gonna bridge, no, go back, bridge this gap, and then what is that, CF24, bring that to here. I think that's what we want. And then we'll bring you here. Perfect. I don't know why that got all screwy, but we've got it cleared up now. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Arm speed brake. Set speed. Select speed, intervene. Select speed, intervene. Set speed 180. So I'll set select speed, intervene. Not letting me do it. Oh, that's weird. Let's just do it on thing here. There we go. Select speed, intervene. Set speed 180. Man, you don't do nothing. Set speed 180. I will have to find out what I'm saying wrong. Unless it doesn't have that command. Alright, I will set it myself. Because I see set heading, but in the list of things I do not see set speed. we're good. What the heck is that? Funky illumination on the outside of the plane. Is that the landing lights? Is that a glitch? Ew. What the heck is that? Okay. We'll have to just check it out later. We have things to do. Let's do this, just out of curiosity. If I turn on those. Oh, you're still there. Ah, but atmospheric effects on the wing. Sweet.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5. Arm localizer. Oh, you did. Okay, great. You are listening to me. Good.
Check.
Alright, glide slope is active. Actually, glide slope is alive.
Check.
Glide slope is alive. Set speed 170. Okay, you ain't setting the speeds. Okay. We're gonna have to talk with you after this flight.
Gear down.
Gear down. Making speed 160. Watch is gone.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 15. Reducing speed to 150. Arm approach. Glide slope captured.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
Landing checklist complete.
Landing checklist. We're good. It's dark outside. But the city is lighting up.
You have control.
Have a second, so let's just go ahead and... Is that cool or what? Alright, let's get to work.
2500.
As you know, I have my instruments below the screen, so I'm just letting you see kind of the focus of the landing, or what I call it, landing in command view. I'm in command.
On my lights.
Okay. Check. Final. Alright. Descent rate's good. Following the flight director. A little low, pulling up. Little trick that I've heard, but I just didn't pay attention to. But I got this from Adam Pestridge. To help assist with getting these really good frame rates is to set your graphics settings, you know, specific to a condition. And it's kind of like, I was like, yeah. But, when he explained it, it made tons of sense, because I was looking at one of the conditions that he suggested for night landing, and he turned off all the vegetation. And I'm kind of this kind of person who's like, but I want all the bells and whistles showing. He's like, yeah, but are you really going to see any trees at night? And I was like, he's got a point. He's got a bit of a point. And shadows. Are you going to see any shadows at night? There's nothing casting any shadows. And I'm like, he's got a point. So he turned those two things off. And the approach on the airport is noticeably better. So I had the settings on one thing when I took off, but I changed them to night once it was, I don't know, maybe 40 miles out. Okay, raise the nose a little bit, a little under the glide slope. And as you can see, look at all the buildings there, but it's smooth. Utilize your settings. Set your settings to the conditions you're going to fly in. And for night flying, there's just a lot of stuff you're not going to see. So just turn it off. Won't even miss it. Got to admit.
400.
However, I see that I don't have my traffic on, and I thought I did. I love having traffic.
300.
It's just me.
Approaching minimums.
Okay.
Minimums. 200.
Continue. Well, that wasn't my actual first officer who said that.
100. 50. 40. 30. 30.
Here we are coming
20.
into King Shaka.
10.
Speed brakes up. Thrust reverses normal.
Reversers.
Knots.
Turning off reversers. Manual braking. We have a speed exit coming up. Where are my landing lights? Very dim. That's okay. Smooth landing. After landing procedure.
Ladies and gentlemen, just landed at our destination. Please keep your seatbelt fastened until you reach the final parking position, and the fasten seatbelt signs above you switched off. Please open the overhead bin careful to avoid luggage falling
No
out.
airports,
Also
we'll use
refrain from
GSX.
smoking until you reach the designated smoking area in the terminal building. On behalf of the entire crew, would like to say goodbye to you now.
None are suitable.
It was a pleasure fun having aboard
Well,
today,
I guess
and
anyone
we'll
is as
see
good
you
as
to
any.
one of our flights. Thank you once more. For you all the best, take care. Cheers and
Oh,
bye-bye.
sorry. Oh, 2. There we go. C2. And we're going to turn here. Sorry, it does that when you're loading the GSX graphics. It annoys the living crap out of me. I know what you're thinking, but I can't see King Shaka. It's night. You're right. It's a lot more impressive in the daytime. I'll have to see if there are these night lighting effects in iBuilds. I mentioned that earlier, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm going off of memory. But I think the enthusiast would probably know what I'm talking about. I'll have to see if they have it, and then I'll put it in a link on a video. This is smooth as butter. Bringing us in. I turned on my brakes. Turn it. Turn on the APU. Select on the APU. Oh, it is on. Even better. I just did that in the after landing procedures. Excellent. Now we will Let's see here. It's too small. Of course it is. Well, we can't do the GSX because it says that our parking space is too small, even though
I'm
it's
ready for the
heavy.
checklist.
So I would like to thank you for sticking through this flight. It was a long one.
Park and brake.
Shutdown
Shutdown
checklist.
checklist complete.
Set. Well, that was a short list. Well, thank you again for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the flight. I thought it'd be interesting to see the lighting coming in, and for the city it was great. The flight, airport, not so inspiring, but that's okay. It looks cute in the daytime. So, I look forward to seeing everybody in the virtual skies.